according to a famous psychological study, the fear of public speaking, especially in a second language, ranks higher for most people than the fear of death. Yes, you heard that right. Statistically, at a funeral, the average person would rather be the guy in the casket than the guy delivering the eulogy in front of a crowd. And here's another mind-blowing fact for you. The English language has over 170,000 words currently in use. But guess how many words a native English speaker actually uses in daily life? Only about 3,000. That's it. You are stressing yourself out trying to memorize the entire dictionary, while native speakers in America are surviving on cool, awesome, literally, and bro. Think about it. We freeze, we sweat, and we treat a simple conversation like an FBI interrogation, all because we think we need to sound like William Shakespeare. Today, we are smashing that myth into pieces. Welcome back to English with MU, your ultimate space for self-improvement, motivation, and mastering your mindset. If you watched part 1, you know we broke down the basic psychology of speaking anxiety. But today, in part 2, we are going deep. I am giving you the practical, raw, and sometimes hilarious blueprint to owning any room you walk into, using just the English you already know. If you are new here and want to level up your confidence, your career, and your life, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what's coming. Let's start with a funny story, because I want you to realize that you are not alone in this. A few years ago, I was at an international airport, and a very polite customs officer walked up to me and asked, "How are you enjoying your flight so far?" My brain had a complete, catastrophic blue screen error. I had a vocabulary of thousands of words, but my brain decided to fuse two different answers together. Half of my brain wanted to say, "Great, thank you," and the other half wanted to say, "Good, thanks." Do you want to know what actually came out of my mouth? I looked this professional officer dead in the eyes and said, "Grood, thanks." Grood. It's not even a word. I literally invented a new language at passport control. But you know what happened? He didn't arrest me. He didn't laugh. He just smiled, handed me my passport, and said, "Have a good day." The point is, we treat mistakes like they are fatal. We think if we mix up a pronoun or mispronounce comfortable as comfortable, the fashion police will show up and drag us away. The truth is, people do not care about your grammar. They care about your clarity. If you look terrified while speaking, the other person feels uncomfortable. But if you own your mistakes with a smile, people respect your energy. Confidence isn't the absence of mistakes. It's the refusal to be embarrassed by them. Let's talk about another massive barrier: the obsession with sounding exactly like a native USA speaker. Let me let you in on a little secret about America. The USA is a massive melting pot of cultures. Walk through New York, Los Angeles, or Houston, you will hear thousands of different accents every single day. In fact, native English speakers make mistakes all the time. They use your instead of yours in text messages, they double negative their sentences, and half the time, they stumble over their own words. If they don't care about perfect grammar, why are you sitting in your room crying over conditional clauses? An accent is not a sign of weakness. An accent is proof that you speak at least 2 languages. It is a sign of high intelligence. When you speak English with your natural accent, you are telling the world, hey, I mastered my native tongue, and now I'm mastering yours too. That is power, not something to hide. Stop trying to hide your origin. Speak clearly, enunciate your words, and let your personality shine through the language.
So, how do we practically build this absolute confidence? Here is your 3-step blueprint for the next 30 days. When we get nervous, our adrenaline spikes and we start talking like a bullet train. We think that speaking fast equals fluency. It doesn't. Speaking fast just gives your brain less time to process words, which leads to more mistakes, which leads to more panic. Look at some of the most powerful public speakers in history. They don't rush. They take pauses. Pausing makes you look controlled, deliberate, and authoritative. It gives your brain a second to breathe and choose the next word. Next time you feel the panic rising, intentionally slow down. I am officially banning you from ever saying the words "sorry for my bad English" ever again. When you start a conversation with an apology, you are immediately telling the listener, hey, look at my flaws. I am inferior. No. If you struggle to find a word, don't apologize. Just say, give me a second. What's the word I'm looking for? Yes. Keep your head high. You are a student of growth, not a criminal begging for forgiveness. Yes, you heard me. I want you to talk to yourself when you are alone. Narrate your life in English. When you are cooking breakfast, say, now I am cracking the egg. The pan is hot. When you're driving, talk about your plans for the day out loud. Why? Because it trains your vocal cords and your brain to build a direct bridge without translating from your native language first. You need to get used to the physical feeling of English words rolling off your tongue without any pressure or judgment. At the end of the day, guys, confidence is a choice. Every morning, you have 2 choices. You can either stay in your comfort zone, remain silent in meetings, nod your head without contributing, and let your incredible ideas die inside your mind. Or you can choose to be brave. You can choose to accept that you might sound silly for a few seconds, but those few seconds of bravery will open doors that comfort could never dream of. You have the intelligence, you have the knowledge, and you have the passion. The only thing missing is your permission to let yourself shine. Stop holding yourself back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for part 2. If this video gave you that extra spark of motivation, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button right now. It really helps the YouTube algorithm show this video to more growth-minded people just like you.
Don't forget to check out our self-improvement podcasts playlist on the channel for more deep dives into discipline, goal setting, and motivation. Keep practicing, keep making rude mistakes, and I will see you in the next one. Stay confident.